Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another morning show here at Laughing Place, bringing you up to date on what's going on in the world of Disney last night, right now, tomorrow, whatever.
Tomorrow.
Probably not tomorrow. Later today is what I meant
I
to
will
say.
foresee.
I foresee a new show on Disney Plus that's going to have Twitter abuzz. See, I have these abilities. My name's Doobie Mosley. I co-founded Laughing Place more than 36 years ago. Over there is Kyle Burbank, our managing
I
editor
don't think
here.
36 is correct, but
No, it's not. Oh,
24.
another Roosevelt shirt. You're right, Nikki B. This is Roosevelt's number two that I debuted over the past 2 days. It is the last, unfortunately. I like this one a lot. Thank you, Roosevelt's. Named after the president. The first one, not the second one. Kyle Burbank, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Where's your Roosevelt's today?
I'll have it on later
Okay.
for,
So this is for Barely.
I think I'll be on Barely. Are you still coming on
Okay.
Barely?
I'm wearing this today for Barely, so if
All
Barely
right.
wants to have me, I am ready to be featured. I will keep my mouth shut, and I know nothing about merchandise, but you can just show me showing off my shirt. I want to give people a better view here. See, see what's going on there? Got pictures of characters like the in a photo booth or something. All right. I know you don't want to see me that close. Let's see. Please participate in the chat. Let's see who's here. Let's say hi to Daniel. Hi to Gio. Yes, you are being called for. I'll tell you why in just a moment. Yes. Hey, Nikki B. How you doing this morning? Hello from Atlanta, Georgia, from lunch break at work. I'm like, lunch? But yes, it is noon in Atlanta, isn't it? You like this shirt better than the last one? Okay.
Makes you.
Oh, he didn't see yesterday's, though. Maybe.
Oh, because this is the same as the one you had on Saturday.
Yes, this is the same one I had on Saturday, so maybe he's making a joke there. Yesterday I had a Mickey one on that I love. I did not want to take that trip. I had to go to the gym yesterday, so I had to change before leaving work. I didn't want to. I wanted to work out in my Roosevelt. I've never felt so confident in a shirt as that shirt in my
Aw,
life. It
that's
was great.
awesome.
I love that shirt.
It's a great color blue, too.
Yeah, I can't wait to wear it again.
I'm glad you got both.
And
I know you wanted to do your loud shirt, but I'm glad you
right,
got
I'm so
your
happy.
power shirt, your business shirt.
I had it on with my blue shorts. They were, yeah, and I wore my red and white Mickey shoes with it too. It's a look. Jurassic Park, good movie, good year to watch it. All right, let's get started
Lost
the way we
World
do.
Jurassic Park.
Bad movie, bad movie. Sorry, bad movie. My mistake. My mistake. Wow.
Reading
Yeah,
comprehension.
we were looking for you yesterday, Gio. I was looking for you because I just wanted to mock you because you were on Trivia Saturday and you did not win either game. And the fact that that's mockable is a testament to how dominant you are on Disney Trivia Live. And the fact that you lost both games is a testament to how messed up that first game was, I suspect. Because I'm sure that threw you off. All right, now let's get started. With the stock. We did not have a stock market yesterday, so on Friday it closed at 91.32. How do you think it's doing so far today?
Much like Geo's position on DTL quizzes, I'm going to say down.
Wow. Piling on the Geo. Wow, 90.05. I feel like if we refresh it enough, it might actually go into the 89s. I'm going to leave this up and keep checking it. If it gets to 89, I'm gonna flash it. Geo, you are wrong. Stick to the forklift.
Of course, not as long as the things on that quiz. I think your wife slacked me during it and said, "Did you get anything right during this?"
It hurts so much, especially since she used Slack for it, and you just.
That's what's fun.
I am vowing tonight is another Disney Trivia Live, 7:30 p.m. Pacific. I am vowing to not only have all the questions right, which I usually do. I usually do. This was such an outlier on Saturday. No typos. No typos. Perfect quiz. I liked Megan. I liked that movie a lot. Brent is turning into a crowd starts knowing right or wrong. All right, let's get to our 80s DJ.
Hello and welcome to the LP Disney Weather Update. You know, I heard Kyle trying to sing on yesterday's show. I thought that was supposed to be my bit, so I'm taking it back to show him how it's done. When I met you in the restaurant, you could tell I was no debutante. You asked me what's my pleasure, a movie or a measure. I'll have a cup of tea and tell you of my dreamin'. Dreamin' is free. Dreamin' is free. Let's get to the weather. Anaheim will be sunny today and reach a high of 75 that will feel like, 75. Walt Disney World has a marginal risk for severe weather today, with the main threat being a chance of high winds. These storms are anticipated between noon and the early evening. This will keep temperatures in the mid-80s with a heat index below 90. Castaway Cay will stay dry today and get to a high of 88 that actually feels like 98. Disneyland Paris is once again experiencing a stormy night, but luckily those showers should halt before the nighttime entertainment. During this, they'll see temps in the upper 60s. Tokyo will reach 80 degrees tomorrow while the low will be just below 70. Shanghai will see some cloud cover today and make it up to 90 degrees. Lastly, Hong Kong will start the day with scattered storms but will be mostly to partly cloudy afterward. Today's on-paper high will be 88, but that amounts to a heat index of 101. And that's the Tuesday edition of the LP Weather Report. Remember, it's 3-show Tuesday. I hear Barely may have a guest host again, but could DTL as well? Probably not. But you'll need to tune in at 4 p.m. and 7:30 p.m. respectively to find out. Bye for now.
I didn't know Barely had a guest host today.
What was that?
I didn't know Barely had a guest host today.
Yeah, apparently it does.
Good learn. Oh, breaking news. It is right at 90 right now. 90. Will it go down into the 80s? Like the Mendoza, mini Mendoza lines. But anyway, thank you, Ethan. That was very impressed, Gio. Gio knows his Blondie. I did not know that.
Debutante. I couldn't get him to. I tried to get him to pronounce debutante, and he didn't know how. I was like, okay. It was like for the flea flu.
Thank you. Happy Meals toys. I'll let you do that.
Yeah, there's Happy Meal toys. Elemental, just a little late on McDonald's part. There are 8
Breaking
toys.
news.
One of them being okay.
There it is. Okay.
One of the toys being covered by an ad. There he is. So yeah, you got. There's a list of them. I don't know all the characters. I know Wade and Ember, and then there's like I don't know, Windy. Everyone knows it's Windy.
You know the funny thing? No one knows because no one saw the movie.
It's true. 30 million people. 30 up more. Up. Okay. Guess we're not going to read the list. That's okay.
I'm sorry.
Up. Yeah.
Up. There we go.
There we go.
Go for it.
Gale, Wade, Bernie, Claude, Lutz, Ember on a scooter, Ember Wetro, and Wade Wetro. What's a Wetro? Guess we have to see the movie.
So there's a lack of characters.
Maybe
in this
it's
movie,
like
apparently.
retro, but with a.
So we've got 2 Embers. I guess, 2 Embers, 2 Wades. Not a lot of characters in this movie, apparently.
But those
Get
will
those-
hopefully be available now at your local McDonald's. If not, then I guess you'll end up with a Little Mermaid one. So
I'm going to find out. Tuesday is McDonald's Day in our household. We
Yeah.
do McDonald's and trivia. So
hopefully you get a
we'll
good
see.
one, so we can have some real photos. Since I gave up on that.
Maybe we should send our team out to no. All right, so that's McDonald's. Why we cover Happy Meal toys? That's like we have a few niches. Magic Key blackout dates, Happy Meal toys, Disneyland
Stuff
wait
and press
time.
releases.
Disneyland wait times. Yes, Gio's hoping to get the Scooby Doo. No. All right, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny coming out soon. Got a new featurette for that. That's kind of cool, featuring Johnny Williams. Is that how he pronounces his name?
Yeah, Johnny W.
Johnny W. Let's check that out.
An epic production like the Indiana Jones series is truly a collaboration. And a big part of that is Johnny Williams' score. His music gave such detail to every single heart-stopping moment and bonded all of these films together and gave these films a musical identity.
That theme that in 3 notes you're going to recognize. He just has that signature in what he does.
Draw John's music is unparalleled. It's just incredible how original and how powerful the themes are that John creates for each element of the film.
I have been fortunate enough to be associated with the films over quite a long period of time, to, with each film, add more to the collection of musical material.
I didn't know if John would do the whole movie. I only prayed. At first he said, I'll write some themes. And then he just couldn't stop writing all the music to the movie.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for coming this afternoon.
The thing that I never get over
Go ahead.
is how you sit on a scoring stage and John raises his baton. Every single time, you just go, oh my God.
His scores reawaken us. His music is a tribute to the power of orchestra.
Isle of Destiny, June 30th with Johnny Williams.
Johnny Williams, who I'm sure just got a cut of our revenue today. So
He deserves it.
you deserve
He deserves it. Yeah, take that 1.7 cents, Johnny, and go buy yourself something with it. Buy yourself something nice. I've seen him in Hollywood Bowl many times.
I wonder if it's like, have you seen those things where they calculate like how much like Elon Musk made? Like if he stopped on the street to pick up $100 bill, he'd actually like lose thousands of dollars because he makes that much.
Yeah, that is dumb, by the way.
It's very dumb, but that's what I imagine John Williams getting our 2 cents.
So you overestimate how much John Williams we get. All right, Kyle, you sent me this Instagram about Rogers the Musical. What exactly is it?
Yeah, so they're gonna have special food and beverage options for Rogers the Musical when it opens at Disney California Adventure this summer. So it's gonna be no surprise to anybody. This is mostly, American red, white, and blue theme. So we have this. I suppose that's probably a shake. Yeah, vanilla shake with wild cherry and blue raspberry. You know what, Doobie? We've made a mistake.
We have?
We have. Hold on.
Okay.
Where is it?
And now, joining the show is someone.
I'm sorry, Tony. That was a mistake. That was not for you. Anyway, so this is a red, white, and blue shake, vanilla shake with wild cherry and blue raspberry slush and whipped topping. It's non-alcoholic. I don't know anything to specify that. Next up.
Well, thumbs down or up? We have to.
Oh, no. No.
Way up, way up. I like their caption here. We could eat these all day. Very clever there from Disney Eats. Way up on this shake. Way up.
I'm going to guess next is the Patriotic Punch, which is a Sprite and white cranberry juice with blue raspberry and cherry syrups, topped with whipped cream, also non-alcoholic. Doobie?
Not as high up as a shake, but yeah, definitely.
Yeah, still down for me.
Yeah. Kyle does not like to mix flavors. Like he gets the pizza, he scrapes off the sauce, puts that separate from the dough and the cheese, and eats everything separately. Right.
This is a pastrami pretzel dog at Award Wieners, an all-beef hot dog topped with pastrami, whole grain mustard, provolone, sauerkraut, and Thousand Island dressing. If you took off the mustard, the sauerkraut, and the Thousand Island, I would give it a shot.
I'm a vegetarian, so I'm going to grate this as if it was somehow vegetarian meat and say, this sounds so incredibly good, just the way it is.
Just the way it is.
All right, Kyle.
I need you to scroll down on the caption for me, please. Thank you very much. This is Shawarma Itza at Shawarma Palace. Italian sausage, pepperoni, mozzarella, and pepperoncinis in a garlic parmesan wrap with marinara dipping sauce. That sounds pretty good to me. I'm not crazy about the pepperoncinis, but I could also look like I could probably peel those out. I'd give this a shot.
I picture I picture like Kyle at his wedding going, I do, except I need you to comb your hair just
Oh
like
no, have
this.
you actually heard my wedding story?
Oh my goodness, no. Here we go.
So the all my life, all my life, every piece of media I've ever seen, you say, "Do you take blah 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 blah?" And you say, "I do." Well, this guy phrases the question, and I'm like thinking about it as someone who knows about grammar, and I say I do, and then I realize that's not right. The answer to this question would be I will. Like, will you do this? And I said I will. So then I said I do, and then I said I will, and there was a pause in between, and he's like, wait, what? Like I was objecting. I'm like, no, I will. I realized, and then Becca got to go second, so of course she got it right. But yeah, that's what happened to me is I got fooled by thinking that the answer to the vows is I do, and there was an alternate phrasing that I fell for.
That is great. Kyle blew his wedding. One shot.
It was very memorable. People laughed. It's memorialized in the wedding album where my mother-in-law put "I do, I will," Kyle.
Do you have a wedding video?
I have it downloaded somewhere because we did like a live stream, so I have that.
Okay. I remember getting an invite to that, by the way. I don't know what happened.
I don't know if we knew each other then.
Probably not.
I mean, I knew you, but not really. Anyway, this is like an apple pie pizza. Like an apple pizza pie at Terran Treats. Cinnamon sugar fried pizza crust topped with apple and cranberry filling, streusel, and cream cheese frosting.
Absolutely. Right, Kyle?
I like a lot of that. Yeah, I would give it that shot.
Wow. Yay. That's the last one.
Nope, there's one more. Or at least one more.
Oh, I
There's a
couldn't
couple
see
more.
the arrow because it's got the white background there.
Oh,
All right.
yeah, that's
Okay.
sneaky. This is a Cap'n Everything dog at the outdoor vending carts. A hot link wrapped in pizza dough, topped with everything bagel seasoning, and served with a side of mustard, cheese, and everything, and potato chips. Yeah, that's a thumbs up for me. I'm not going to dip it, but everything bagel seasoning on a hot dog. That sounds great.
Oh wow, this is like my first thumbs down. Don't do hot
Well,
stuff.
you're not vegetarian.
Well,
Or is this
even if
even
it was
assuming? Okay.
yeah, if it was a vegetarian hot link, I don't do hot links.
And then last but not least, we have a popcorn bucket that actually serves as a popcorn bucket. That's how retro this theming is. A Rogers the Musical popcorn bucket available at seasonal snack and outdoor vending carts, and includes this blue, red, white, and blue kettle corn, or I guess yellow, blue, and red kettle corn.
That seems like the perfect 4th of July activity is seeing Rogers the Musical.
Yeah.
All of these are non-alcoholic. Why do they point out non-alcoholic when they don't have ones that are alcoholic?
I don't know. Like they think anything in a clear cup makes it alcoholic, but actually, if it's not in a clear cup, the alcoholic ones are in that like tinted, like bright green cup.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Writers Musical, June 30th. Same day.
It's like it's a shake. It's slushes. Like I wouldn't expect those to be alcoholic. Like I understand if you have something that's like a mocktail and you're like, no, this is just lemonade in it. Not, but yeah, weird choices.
But there's a reason they do, and now I really want to know that reason. We have an in food and beverage. Maybe we could find out.
Well, we know who the VP is at Walt Disney World.
I know.
Them if they can give us the.
All right, we got new animal alert. Cute animal alert. Cute animal alert.
Yeah, these are tamarin monkeys.
Yeah, the rare twin cotton top tamarin baby monkeys born at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Do they have names yet? They never name these when they're born. It's like I think they do it on purpose so they can get two press releases out of it.
This morning, Benji asked if I could add something to this article, and at first I thought he meant Tamarin Hall. So that was a fun little miscommunication as I tried to figure out what he was talking about. Could have just said the monkey article.
So what did we add?
Nothing. I'll tell you.
The monkey. So no, they do not have names yet. So wait for that press release coming later. Did you know?
I think this one's Rufio.
I don't.
Look at that mohawk.
Who's Rufio?
Isn't it from Hook?
I've never seen Hook. I'm sorry.
All right.
I'm sorry. Did you know they weigh about as much as a common chicken egg, and they're 4 inches long?
Wow.
very clingy to their parents. So yeah, I've got a lot in common with these things. I'm pretty clingy myself. Not to my parents. I mean, at one time. I've grown up since then and cling to other things now. Game Boy.
Oh, yeah, that was a game in the 1980s. It came out, made a big deal. Bundled with Tetris, as I learned from the movie that you're going to be watching.
I'm so excited to watch that movie today.
Anyway, but this is Disney Villainous. They've been making several different editions of this. I don't know what this one is. It is something evil.
It's Introduction to Evil Disney 100 edition.
Okay, so this is just a special edition of a previously released game. Is that what?
Introduction to Evil Disney 100 edition is what it says. It says it's
All right.
new limited time edition to the award-winning franchise. I believe it is new.
Cool.
So yeah, Introduction to Evil. If you need an introduction to evil, some of us.
These games have been very popular, presumably because they've released a bunch of them, and also anytime we write about them, I see a lot of retweets and stuff. So that's my indication that people like these games. Perhaps I'll learn more when I go to Gen Con in August.
What is Gen Con?
It's some sort of like tabletop gaming convention in Indianapolis, and they've decided since I'm the closest to Indianapolis, I get to be the one to go.
It sounds like it's truly outrageous, even though I know you said Gen and not Gen. It is a re-released version of the original base game with 4 of the original villains instead of 6. Thank you, Tony. I love when Tony watches. He's so helpful.
Yeah, because I couldn't be bothered to read. But that's kind of what I guessed, was that it sounded like a re-release when I said Disney 100 edition.
Let's keep Tony on the 9 o'clock shift so we can pull him in when we need him and he can help us out like this. No offense to you, Luke, who also does a great job every morning, and Trisha, and Alex, and whoever else is on our team I'm not mentioning. Mac, Celestino, but he doesn't really do news desk in the same way. Anyway, moving on. Munchlings, food, don't eat it.
Yeah, so Becca and I were trying to figure these out yesterday because they're called, what's the name of this collection?
Classic couplings.
Yeah, classic couplings. And we're like, what are the couplings? What are these supposed to be?
They all look individual to me. Oh, maybe it's the fact that it's in a teacup and, that's a great question.
Yeah, so we're waiting to learn more. Obviously, there's a Marie thing here. It looks kind of like a cupcake or a sundae. There's a mini thing that's a bowl. Maybe there's some bacon and egg. She looks like she's got egg ears.
Gross. Very gross.
And then I don't know what the Baymax is supposed to be. Maybe like a strawberry milk tea. So many options. Can't wait to learn more. But they are cute, despite us not understanding the naming.
Do you feel that's us, or it's intentionally vague?
I don't know if it's intentionally vague. I feel like they are much more about trying to find a way to sell these things. Just like, let's just make something cute, and then like the actual making it into something is kind of an afterthought.
That I completely buy. All right, finally, over at Universal, I don't know why I said finally, we have more. But over at Universal Studios in Orlando, Minions Cafe, that whole area is currently in soft opening. We've got a huge article. Good job, Jeremiah, going out there and getting all these pictures. I'm going to put a link in the chat so you can peruse
I want to
it
see
at
the
your
size
leisure.
of the kettle that Jeremiah is complaining about, where he didn't think he was going to get fresh popcorn. But I don't know if we have.
I think we have it there, so let me show you some of the pictures. This is the Freeze McBabadoo, Freezy Ray Pops there.
Freeze Mobabadoo?
Wait, is this this is not the Freezy Ray Pops, my bad. This is just more decor. This is Freezy Ray Pops. Yeah. That's where you can get Freeze Pops. And then this is, of course, my favorite place there, the Bake My Day pink building, which I love so much.
I gotta say, because it's pink.
It's
It
pink.
baked it. Well, I can't do the past tense. It doesn't work so well.
Go ahead, bake my day. Lovely looking stuff in there. Check out the article. And then this is inside the Minion Cafe, which is white yellow. So if you're a big fan of yellow, here's the place for you. Let's see if we can find
Contrary to the
Kyle.
concept art, it does not have the IHOP menu. It has its own menu, including tater tots that are shaped like minions and kind of look like chicken nuggies.
Oh, there's a vending machine I couldn't find yesterday during the show. All right, there's a ton of pictures in this article, so please go check it out. Really great tour that Jeremiah gave us. Here's some of the foodie food. See that there?
Yeah, the murder scene.
That's intentional.
Pizza crust
apparently.
looks like too much. Like it's too. There's something off about it.
It's
very
folded
dark.
over. It sounds more like a calzone than, like they folded over, but yeah, that seems pretty doughy.
Yeah.
And then those are the aforementioned Grimace chicken nuggets there,
They had to pay extra for.
which apparently are supposed to be minging.
Oh, and that's also a cheese. It looks like just like a toothpick or something at the top of the sandwich, but it's actually like a cheese injector.
Oh, yum! What a great idea. And be sorry for the fast scrolling, but here's the Papanana.
Banana.
Just gonna give us the popcorn. No popcorn picture.
I'll zoom
sorry.
in on it a bit. Let me see.
On the Papanana. All right, let's go CSI style here.
Yeah, that's not that big of a kettle. That's like what we would have at the movie theater. Actually, it's probably smaller than the one we had at the movie theater. That stuff's getting popped all the time. You see how there's a line? They're going through that and constantly popping new. So he's full of it. So.
Jeremiah wanted to
with the
insist
Hedwig Lounge fly.
on some fresh popcorn, and Kyle is calling bad on that. All right, before we head over to shenanigans, thank you very much. Oh man, is it raining over in Magic Kingdom? The rain is here, right on time. Yeah. Oh wow, we can show these guys tweets.
Like
Nothing
Ethan
wrong with
said.
showing a tweet. Back in the day when I was thinking of this show, I was thinking, yeah, we'll show what's going on in social media at the time. I mean, we really don't do it. We only do pocket pics. But I'm going to show this social media right now. This was tweeted out by the Disney Food Blog, obviously one of the better follows on the interwebs. And this is the Magic Kingdom right now. Check that out. It's wet. But look at how they're dressed, so it's still warm. This is why we like Florida. Thank you, DFB. All right.
Yep.
Anything
Summer
else?
rain in Magic Kingdom. I never.
I love to see it. I don't see anything else. I don't see anything else at this point. We have some other fun stuff to get to, so shall I just get to it?
Sure.
So Jim Smith, who I don't even know, we have such a big staff here, wrote an article called Favorite Ride Vehicles. He did a 2-part series, which got us talking yesterday at Disney Parks Talk, and I want to ask you today, Kyle, what are some of your favorite Disney Park ride vehicles from around the world, as someone who's traveled the world?
One that was on his list that I like the look of the Peter Pan's flight vehicles. Just very simple, nice pirate ship. It flies, very effective. As far as like technological, because there's also that's kind of like part of it. Like I used to know, you were talking about like the first of its kind and the revolutionary side of things. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, what about they don't exist anymore, but the ride vehicles for like Eller's Energy Adventure and like Show Builder, just the
That's where-
giants.
Jeremiah taught me they're guided by like a little wire in the ground. I didn't know that. Thanks for a great movie ride. That's one I didn't think of yesterday. Speaking of revolutionary, obviously they've changed over the years, but the Matterhorn bobsled, that was the first tubular steel roller coaster. That was an innovation at the time. So I'm gonna say the bobsled, and the single bobsleds instead of the double. I don't know. There's something about that always looked kind of cool. I wanted to ride with the Kennedy too. Indiana Jones, obviously, is a great one. And the one I almost forgot yesterday, Skyliner, is definitely my favorite ride vehicle, especially without the wraps. The wraps really ruin this. It looked great from the outside, but from the inside, you don't want the wrap. You want to hear it.
I hope they have. I hope they keep the Tiana. Tiana keeps those logs because I like the single seat logs. For design, I like the look of them better at Disneyland. I probably prefer sitting in the Magic Kingdom ones, but I like. That
they've ruined, but they've ruined the Disneyland and Matterhorn. They ruined it with this because they're inline seating, but they now have a back between each person. That used to be the date ride back when Rebecca and I were dating. Yeah, let's go ride the Matterhorn again and again and again.
I'm gonna say this carefully. I don't need to be crushed to be out of date.
Yeah, I mean, Splash Mountain 2 kind of got in the way of single rider line, or maybe it was like a dating service when they did it that way. But I don't know. That was fun.
Luke here mentions how roomy the Cosmic Rewind vehicles are. You know what's not roomy? Even for people like me that are both short and not that big. Goofy Sky School, which I'm not sure I've actually ever been on Goofy Sky School. I've run Mulholland many times. I can't tell you whether or not I've actually done Goofies. But yeah, those vehicles, like, what the heck? It's impossible to get into.
I was not able to ride that, who knows, back in 20 whatever. I've never tried again. I suspect I can now. But yeah, that's a tight squeeze at Goofy Sky School. That was the first Disney ride that I couldn't ride, was Goofy Sky School.
That's a really good one, Tony. Journey to Sunny House, very cool steampunk cars.
Yeah, it's not like we're not a visual show.
Same thing with 20,000 Leagues at Tokyo Disney Sea. Those little pods are pretty cool as well. Which I don't know if I don't want to spoil this for you, but the 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea ride at Tokyo Disney Sea does not go underwater, and it's not even like a fake sub. It literally is just like has water effects in the windows and stuff. It's like Peter Pan's Flight, but you feel like you're underwater.
But is it effective? Because that's kind of cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah. But yeah, do you like that vehicle, the Journey?
This is the Journey. This is very steampunky. I can see why it's very popular. Why you guys like it. What is it actually though? Just is it a coaster?
No, it's like a test track vehicle.
Oh, okay, cool. Which is another great ride vehicle. A car.
It's a slow search, and then you have to escape from a lava monster and blow up the side of a volcano.
Space Mountain vehicle compares to.
Haven't done it.
Yeah.
Looks cool from the outside.
Are you a steampunk fan?
I think it's pretty cool when used well. I mean, I'm a big fan of the CC's guy, the Dreamfinder ripoff.
Okay.
No, not really. But...
Okay. I'm a big fan of CM Punk. Okay, that's off the right vehicles. Couple of national days today. Kyle, I'm looking forward to this one. I'm going to tell you this one first so you can think about it while I talk about the second one.
Okay.
It's World Productivity Day, and you are a productivity person. So I want a great productivity tip from you. After Vanilla Milkshake Day. It's also Vanilla Milkshake Day. So,
okay.
Okay, World Productivity Day.
My productivity tip is don't have an hour-long show that you have to do in the morning. No, I actually just downloaded a new browser called Arc, which I think is still in beta. You have to join a waitlist, and unfortunately, it's only for Mac, so I can't recommend it to Doobie yet. But it's got some features I like. It's got all of the tabs on the side in a sidebar instead of on top, so I feel it's a little bit easier to navigate. And then also, I like that it has really easy set up a split screen. So I've lately, when I've been writing articles for personal finance, I can have like the press release and my article side by side. It makes it easier than having to switch tabs back and forth. And I'm sure I could have done a lot of this stuff on Chrome itself, but this is built for the job. So that's my product. That's how I've been increasing my productivity lately.
That's a good tip. I'm looking forward to trying out Arc if it ever gets to Windows. I have a productivity tip. It is more ethereal, less specific, but don't mistake being busy with being productive. Okay. You ready for This Week in Disney History?
Yes. As ready as I'll ever be.
All right, Kyle. We're going to ask you about events that happened.
Oh, we forgot my pocket pick, though.
You had a pocket pick? What?
You said we were told the people we were going to play my short. By the way, today is day 30 of my 30-day challenge, which I haven't posted my short yet. But once I do, I'll be done.
Give me the short to show. You're right. We both forgot about that.
Yeah, I did. Okay. Come on, promise. Oh, nope.
And Kyle is being productive with his Arc browser?
It is, but I had to go to the... I do like
All right. Pocket Pig.
It also helps you be less productive because it has like picture in picture for YouTube. So I can actually it helps because then I can like listen to Parks talk while I'm actually doing things. Anyway.
All right. These are short. I can't rewind, so I'm going to refresh the page.
Feel free to give it a
job I
thumbs
ever
up
had,
on it.
being a Hollywood extra. When I was living in California, I quit my job and didn't really know what I was going to do next. During that time, a friend of mine offered to get me hired doing background on a movie for a few days. Somehow this one-off gig turned into my main source of income for the next 3 years or so. In that time, I worked on a number of TV shows from Big Bang Theory to American Horror Story Asylum, as well as movies like Hitchcock. But my main two sets were a pair of shows that seemingly couldn't be any more different, Community and Glee. Admittedly, being an extra is pretty darn easy most of the time, but there are a few downsides. Top among them was the pay. As a non-union extra, at the time I earned $64 for 8 hours, meaning whether you wrapped in 1 minute or 8 hours, you got paid the same $64. So you'd hope for a short day unless of course you actually wanted to make some money, in which case you'd want to go long because time and a half kicked in at 8 hours and double time kicked in at 10 hours. There were also a number of so-called bumps that you could earn in a variety of ways. That's why I would volunteer to make out on camera or confine myself to a straitjacket in hopes of getting an extra $25 to $50. While it was stressful in many ways, including financially, the memories I have from this unique time in my life are ones that I'll never forget. So that's the story of the weirdest job I ever had, being a Hollywood extra.
Look at that loop.
California,
Look at that loop. Look at that loop. Gideon would be so proud of that loop.
That's a real loop too. I actually just start at the end of my script and lead into the beginning and then cut it.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah.
That's very clever.
Pro tips from someone who's been making shorts every day for 30 days.
Make a nice article.
Is that why? That's not why I bought so many pants, but I did when I was on Glee. I was a nerd, and I found that in order to spend less and look as nerdy as possible, I would shop in the kids department. Like I could wear like a youth extra large at Old Navy or something, so I could get just like the way that the prints were just like a little blockier and stuff looked nerdier. So yeah, I'd go shop at the kids department.
I tried that. It didn't work for me. Right. Now, thank you for remembering. I'm so glad you remember that. Kyle is going to tell us what happened on June 20th of these years in Disney history, based on some hints. On this day, June 20th, 1941, Disney released a movie, the only theatrical release to include Walt Disney himself in it. Did I give it to you? I got more if you need more. I thought you might get it from that.
1941 sounds familiar.
Yes. Steven Spielberg. Right. Robert Benchley visits the Disney Studios in Burbank to sell Walt Disney on the idea of making a film of this book.
Is that Darby O'Gill? That wouldn't be.
After explorations of an art class, dialogue stage, sound effects stage, multiplane camera department, story and animation department, he discovers Walt has already finished the cartoon version of his story.
Yeah, that sounds. I don't know the name of it.
The Reluctant Dragon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. You're.
The only other, I was gonna guess Dumbo. So I mean, this is better than that.
In 1952, we have a birth.
1952.
52. Disney legend voice actor.
Well,
much better known for other things. I shouldn't say much better, but very well known for TV and movie roles as well. But for Disney, his legend comes from being a voice actor.
what class? When was he inducted as a Disney legend?
I couldn't tell you exactly. It is the D23 era.
Okay, so yeah, sometime after 2019. So is this person still alive?
Absolutely, and never looked better.
All right, well then it's not who I was thinking. Never looked better. Wow.
Never looked better. I don't want to give you a character because that'll give it away so quickly. These are
that's
iconic characters.
Yeah. Oh, characters. Okay, there's a hint.
Oh, there's a legend. You don't get to be a legend for one character.
Oh. No, because he's not a legend. Oh my gosh. There's only
Went
been so many.
went in a legend class with his partner in one of these films, one of these franchises.
How am I more confused?
Wow.
I know, I'm failing. I don't.
Come on, Gio. Put him out of his misery.
His partner?
His partner.
Like a.
His friend.
Okay.
Yeah, his co-star in the movie, in the franchise. Also was a Disney legend.
Okay.
I saw his co-star at Storyteller Cafe. Got one of those selfies with him in the background. I'm not going to give this one to you. This is.
I'm so mad at myself.
You or Gio is going to get this one before I give
This
it away.
is so bad. Why can't I? So, 20.
Right, I'm gonna give you another hint. The reason I know he's never looked better is because I saw a headline just yesterday talking about how he's lost 200 pounds.
Oh wow, good for them.
Goodness, Kyle.
I don't know.
All right, I'm going to give you some of his non-Disney live-action credits. How about Flight? Arachnophobia? Fine. Roseanne.
John Goodman.
Thank you, Gio. Goodness. Yes, John Goodman, 1952. Apparently, has lost a lot of weight recently.
I didn't realize that was in the D23 era, honestly.
Okay, yeah. Sully, Big Daddy, Princess and the Frog, Paka, and Emperor's New Groove. Wow.
You know what else? He is an alumnus of the what is now Missouri State University, but was Southwestern Missouri State University or whatever when he went there. So there's actually a theater there named after him now, or a building.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so he went to college in Springfield, Missouri. Is basically the point of that story.
You know all this about him, and yet still couldn't get that right. On this day, in
two movies, his iconic partner. Yeah, okay.
Iconic enough to be a Disney legend. I'm sorry, those two are iconic. John Goodman, Bill Crystal, that's pretty. Don't.
No, actually, Billy Crystal is more associated with my first guess.
On this day in 1976, something opened at Walt Disney World.
I'm guessing it was tied to the bicentennial.
Not that I've ever heard, although that would be logical.
Right. It just makes sense. 76, and this time of year.
So it's now closed.
Okay.
Sits vacant.
You said something, so that means it wasn't really an attraction.
Not an attraction. It wasn't even in a theme park. It wasn't even in downtown Disney. It's just kind of sits off on its own. Used to before they closed it.
River Country?
To rot. Good job, Kyle. River Country opened on this day in 1976, celebrating the bicentennial. All right, I love this one. Okay, here we go. And Billy Crystal almost missed that duo and became part of another one when he wasn't available to perform the role of Buzz Lightyear. Enjoyable tidbit, that is.
Marvelous.
Thank you, Tony. Tony, you are the man. All right, on this day in 1995, an attraction opened at the Magic Kingdom. The most inappropriate attraction in the history of Magic Kingdoms.
Alien Encounter.
Alien Encounter. Skippy himself made his debut on this day, 1995.
Is a word my teacher taught me.
And it is a good attraction. I like Alien Encounter. Not in Magic Kingdom. Finally, on this day, yes, good job, Gio. On this day in 2008, a Disney Channel original movie premiered. One of the biggest ever.
High School Musical? No, because that would have been earlier. Right?
You're correct. It is not High School Musical.
2008. All right, I'm just going to name movies. Don't judge me for the timing. One of the biggest ever, you say. So, Teen Beach Movie.
No, don't just start naming movies. Let me give you a hint.
Defendants. Okay.
Let me give you a hint. The film centers on Michi Torres, a teen girl who desperately wants to spend her summer at a prestigious rock and roll camp.
Camp Rock.
Good job, Kyle. I don't know how you pulled that one out. Nice try, Gio. Nice try. Oh,
Joe
Luke.
wrote.
Luke got this because this is his era. Luke's only like 17 years
Well,
old.
that's because actually, if you look at young photos of Luke, he looks a little bit like young Joe Jonas. So it's
Really?
fun, yeah.
Joe Jonas being
Not
the
quite
one on
that hair. His hair was not like that, to be fair.
Joe's in the middle, right?
Joe is in the middle with Demi.
Yeah, she wasn't half bad in that movie.
And that's Kevin, and then the other side is Nick.
Where's the bonus Jonas?
He doesn't like being called that anymore. But he's not in. I don't think Frankie's in either one. But you can catch him and Kevin on season 2 of Claim to Fame coming soon.
And Kyle, being an old LPP fan, who is the most important member of the band?
The trash can.
It's a trash can. That's right. Okay. That's all we got today, unless something has popped up while we've
Let me
been being
check
done.
my RSS feed.
Fantastic Tuesday. I'm going to check the Twitterville. See if any theme parks are on fire today.
Jeez.
Did he ever like being called the bonus Jonas?
Wow, Wicked Part 2 moves up its release date, which is crazy because my friend and I had a theory that that movie was not actually coming out because it just kept getting like delayed. We're like, I don't think you're really working on this.
They made Wicked into a movie?
They're working on a 2-part movie. Really?
Have they released part 1?
No, not yet. They moved up the release. They're very confident that they're going to finish that, and they can move up the release date of part 2 somehow.
I have a feeling that film is going to be very, very popular. It's going to be popular.
Yeah, see, so apparently that song is a big hit on TikTok, so everyone thinks that that's the most favorite song from it, when clearly Defying Gravity was way ahead until this happened. So
Popular has been popular long before TikTok.
For Good is also better.
I've never even heard Defying Gravity. I've heard of it, but I haven't heard it. But Popular, I've loved that song for a long time.
It's the end of act power ballad.
I'm not
the best part of the show. Popular,
I'm not a Broadway guy.
My least favorite parts of the show.
Oh my goodness. Do 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 do.
It's not a seagull if I'm talking about something being better than something. It's all part of the same show. I'm not crapping on Wicked.
I'm pretty sure you are. You're crapping on my song, Popular.
All right. Well, how about this? Wicked's better than Hamilton. I've never seen Hamilton. I don't know what to talk about.
And I've never seen Wicked, and yet I know that's the wrong opinion.
Yeah. Probably.
So, Lin-Manuel Miranda, I was TikToking this morning for some reason. I woke up at 5 o'clock and said, there's 2 things you can do when you wake up at 5 o'clock. The smart thing, turn over and go back to sleep. Or the dumb thing, pick up your phone and open TikTok. And so this morning I chose the dumb thing. Got no pocket pics out of it. But there's this lady who's a server in New York, and she teas on celebrities who come in and gives her honest opinion of how they were. And Lin-Manuel was the one that I saw today. And while she was effusively praising over his talents, she was not quite as effusively praising over his treatment in the restaurant. Nothing horrible. Some people are like horrible. He wasn't like rude or anything like that. He just did not earn the praise that some celebrities do. Go check it out yourself.
That I've worked with both Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel. And Kristen Chenoweth is just a tiny little thing. Like, you remember she got hit with so it's called a flag, but it's like a thing that they do for lighting on sets. I think she was on The Good Wife, and she got hit with one of those. I don't know how that thing didn't take her out, because she is just so small.
Celeb, I know you don't really deal with them one-on-one, but do they usually come across as pretty nice, decent, professional people, or a lot of jerks up there?
I think for the most part, people have been pretty nice. There's sometimes you could see that are slightly. I've seen some less. You're just like, you don't know if it's just like a moment that they're having or if it's a repeated thing. But even like people that I know have the reputation for being not so nice, I haven't had bad interactions with, really.
Have you ever seen like a Christian Bale style go off?
trying to think of what the worst I've seen was. I think it was probably a
don't have to say a name.
between a producer and a director more than an actor doing anything.
That's cool. So I couldn't think of Christian Bale's name, so I typed in Batman actors. There are a lot of people that have played Batman.
Oh, da-da. That was from the thing.
We're done, Kyle.
You and I are done professionally.
Perhaps.
That's another Christian Bale quote.
4:30. Have you seen Flash?
I have not seen Flash. I have seen Spider-Verse, and that's the last time I went to the movies. So I haven't seen Little Mermaid. I have not seen Elemental. I've not seen Flash. Ah, Master of the Universe.
Thank you. I think of that too. I haven't seen Flash. I wanted to see it, and then the reviews weren't as good as I expected. So I'm like, oh, I'm not going to bother. And then I listened to the Slash Filmcast this morning, and they're like putting this in the upper echelon of comic book movies ever. So now I once again want to see it.
Did they call the episode Flash Filmcast?
That would have been clever.
Yeah.
They did say it has an overlong runtime, as we talked about, 2.5 hours. They said it's meant to be watched on 2x.
In what?
On 2x. Yeah,
that's funny.
That was funny. I'm going to leave it funny. Bye, everybody.